All right, welcome. Let's get back to it today. Looks like both of the channels are running. Everything looks good. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. I woke up a little late, and so we're just trying to get things started as quick as possible here. We lost all of our stuff again. All of our structures and creatures were killed by our stream sniper again. So, yeah. We are going to get started on a different server. And we're going to start doing things that I don't want to do because I have no choice at this point. Which is stuff like not showing people my server number, and some different stuff like that. Because people suck. So that's just what has to happen. In fact, I need to go change a setting real quick, so y'all are going to go on a black screen for a second. While I change this setting. Alright, now y'all can come back. There you go. And just anytime I need to change settings or anything like that, we're going to have to do that. Because that's my life now, apparently. But yeah, I got a little bit of a start last night. Got a couple of RGs. I've got an RG egg now, which actually I should have left up there, but whatever. Um, we got a really good, um, RG again with stam and weight. It wasn't nearly as good as the weight that we had before, but it's almost 700 base, I think, which is pretty high. Hey, what's up, Quizza? How are you today? Welcome. How goes life, the universe, and everything? We have our bird here. No way these are wild. Holy crap, they are. I've never seen Brontos way up here in these before. That's kind of crazy. He's got a bed up here too. What's going on? So strange. So strange. Took some duck, but I didn't cook it properly, I guess. Now his stomach is sick. That sucks. Holy crap. My dinos that I left over here are still here. Feel shocked. Wonder if my narco... Oh, my narcotics are still here too. Oh my goodness. Life is good, ladies and gentlemen. Life is good. Yeah. Got some more metal. Oh, what's up, Wyatt? How are you today? What's going on? Alright, it's Anki time. Anki and Doed time. I'm gonna fly over to the desert. Because we've got lots of Ankis and lots of Dodicaruses. Good to hear, good to hear. Do 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 do. Oh, somebody left their Anki. They named Quiet. I feel like I must be about to run into a base crack or something somewhere right there. Doesn't look like it though. I am very confused. Level 20 Dode, level 10 Dode, don't care about either of those. Level 55, level 10, don't care about either of those. Birds flying high. The Thatchelot died, Doorhinge got killed by 140, 60, and 100 Armadago. Oh no! But at least it was wild creatures and not some random bully who killed your creatures. That's nice. Birds in the sky. You know how I feel. All of these Dodicaruses are garbage levels. Garbage levels. Time to go get some creatures. There you go. There you go. There you go. It's a Taviera. I mean, it could have been better. It would have been nice to come back. All of your creatures. But, unfortunately, that's not the ARK way. Okay, game, I need for you to not have every creature be level 20 or below. This is goddamn ridiculous. Can we please just... I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. I figure maybe if I sing to the Dodicaruses, I'll get a good one. What do y'all think? Oh, a level 20 Dodicarus. That's just the most exciting. Let me tell you, I am the most excited. Oops, I forgot about my stamina. Well, the dawn is breaking, it's early morning, taxi's waiting, blowing his horn, and already I'm so lonesome I could. Oh, lost my breath there for a second. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. When I was in theater camp, when I was a little kid, me and my buddies used to sing that out of our cabin window to the girls' cabin next door for bed, like our little tradition. I was much more smooth, although not really smooth at all back then. Now I'm like the anti smooth. Game is crinkly. Hermit Riz, yeah. No, no, Hermit ain't got no Riz. Oh, come on. Can I just find one over level 100? I'm in Italy. I don't know why this game hates me. Oh, you know what? I need to check. I need to see. It doesn't look like the server rates have been updated this weekend. Yeah, so this whole weekend is just a wash. We're not even going to get updated rates. It doesn't look like. Because it's Saturday now, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What a yoke. Oh, yeah. Level 5 Dodicarus. Ain't that something? Ain't that freaking something? Holy crap, game. Gotta go, see you later. Might not be able to come back. Hey, you know what, Wyatt? You do what you gotta do, brother. I appreciate any time you're able to spend with us. Even if it's not very much. It was great to see you today. Night. Cooking is hard, Night. What are you talking about? What's up, Night? I gotta tell you, when I was younger, when I was in my early 20s, I almost burned my house down frying up tortillas um, to make some tacos with. I left the grease on the freaking. I feel like we've had this conversation before, actually. Like way back when I first started on Extinction, I feel like we've already had this conversation, and I feel like I was doing the exact same thing. I was looking for freaking Dodicaruses. This is like total deja vu from 3 months ago. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. Yeah, man, cooking's hard. Some people just ain't got it. I cook all my food in the microwave now because I'm a scared. Why you make peanut butter tacos. Now that's right. Can't burn it down. I warm up my tortillas in the microwave. I get my plate a little wet, and then I shake it off. And then I put the tortillas in the microwave, and they warm up and they get nice and soft. And then put a little peanut butter and jelly on it. No cooking involved. I'm also really impatient when it comes to cooking. And so if it takes too long for the pan to heat up, or it takes too long for the food to heat up, or whatever it is, I just eat stuff cold. I can't be bothered to actually spend time making food. Too many things in life already absorb too much of my time. I don't need the bullshit that I have to do to keep my body alive to take up my time too. Hate it. Okay, well, we didn't find a good Doedicurus. We'll probably end up using crappy Doedicurus, because the Doedicurus isn't nearly as important as the Anki. But we're gonna go fly around to some of the wasteland areas here where I know where there's some Ankis and see if we can't find a better Anki. I would really like a 130 plus, but y'all know how it goes here on Extinction. Extinction likes to fuck with you. Just die, you stupid Pteranodon. Nobody even likes you. Oh, look at all these scorpions. We gotta kill these. So much free chitin? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Weapons. Yeah, we're gonna be able to make another RG saddle. Booyah. Booyah. Boom, shaka laka, shaka laka, shaka laka, shaka, boom, shaka laka. This is a song for all the fellas trying to do what those ladies tell us. Get shot down cause you're overzealous, play hard to get females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. I'm in a pretty freaking good mood today. You want it, you got it. You want it, baby, you bust a move. Yes, freaking gracious. I just want an Anki. Wanna flip an Anki. Where is my Anki now? Ooh, look at this like albino pteranodon. It's pretty. Get a really cool color for the wings and have that like, ooh, and it's got like a little purple in it. Mm-hmm. I wish that purple was a little darker, and I wish it had like red or a purple or something on the wings. Actually, I wish that purple was darker and then it had the same color purple on the wings. Or yellow. Bright yellow and yellow on the wings would be cool. I forgot. There's normally some freaking Yankees up here. I was trying to go around this stupid 10K node. Forgot about the Yankees. Ooh, lime green belly on that T-Rex. That's a smoking hot lime green belly color. Me likes. Okay, Yankees. Getting tired of the low-level Yankees. Need some high-level Yankees. I don't think it's too much to ask. In fact, I think it's totally reasonable. Let's give me Yankee. Oh, is that a person on a card chart? That is a person on a card chart. Doing a purple drop. I'm just kidding. Don't kill me. Please. Please don't kill me. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Oh, hell. What just happened? Okay. I am terrified of that spot right there. Where is my Ankysaur? So many Ankysaurs. Level 10, 15, level 80, level 35. I honestly can't believe that there's not one decent level Anky on this whole futhermucking map. Go away, you garbage snow owl. What do you think you're gonna do to my level 200 RG? You're level 10. Goodness gracious, brother. Why put yourself in that situation? Have a little bit of self-preservation instinct, holy crap. So the levels on Extinction are booty cheeks. This is freaking ridiculous. Two of the most common dinosaurs. I can't find a single decent level. What an absolute travesty. I haven't been killing them all either. Because I just assumed there'd be one decent level in the whole freaking bunch. Apparently I was wrong. This makes me want to cry. Just makes me want to cry. Oh, Ankies. I've probably missed a couple of Ankies. I don't have a gene scanner right now. Which probably means that the 130 Anki is out here somewhere and I just went right over the top of it. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a high level Gigantoraptor. I can't believe we're getting another type of raptor. Now we're gonna have Microraptors, Raptors, Gigaraptors, and Megaraptors. It's a little freaking ridiculous. There was 145 Stego over here yesterday. I think it was friends with this 100. Hey, there it is. And it has a baby that already has a mutation on it. I wonder if my 47 trank arrows would be enough to tame them. I don't have any, don't have any cryopods. and I can't pick it up with an RG, so I don't know exactly what I would do with it at this particular moment. But I kind of want to tame it and its baby, and then I kind of want to get a Gigantoraptor. I can raise up the baby right. I have to do a little research because I don't actually know exactly how the Gigantoraptor works, but okay, stop picking whatever you're picking and drink the stupid water, dude. Holy crap. Dum-dum face. Right, these are both going to be high levels. Oh, and no. However, that is the highest level Anki I've seen so far, and it's kind of cool colors. So we might go ahead and tame it anyway, just because it's the best one that I'm possibly going to get right now. And sometimes, you just have to do what the game is forcing you to do. Whether it's what you want or not. Well, let's go check over here on the other side of the water. See if there's an Anki or two over here. Oop, there's a Doty. We might just go ahead and tame both this level 90 Doedicurus, or this level 50 Doedicurus, and this level 90 Anki. Because I just need both of them. Pretty much any level of those two creatures will farm stone and metal and stuff better than I'll do by hand. And later, when I get a Managarmr, I can really go after getting a high level. Kill all the low level ones, make the rounds faster. Just generally, it'll be a better experience that way. So let's get these guys somewhere. I'm gonna take them somewhere where there's less of a chance that a creature will come and mess with them. Maybe right up here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any creatures up here. Hey, it was Mimis. Now let's go get this level 50 Doedicurus. Dodicarus, Dodicarus. Dude, what is going on? Where's Stodicarus at? Dodicarus. Nope. I don't think this is the same Dodicarus. It is. Level 50. I didn't realize they both had kind of the same colors. I could have sworn this Dodicarus was white. They both got the dark purple or black primary color with like white highlights. Which I like. I think it looks nice. Ew. 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 I just wanna fly. Ew. Ew. Oh. You only have 8 more arrows before I need you to go Mimi's. I think we're gonna make it. If I hit you. I'm missing. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's go get my parasaur. Use the parasaur to get berries. Get these 2 bad boys tamed. And then we'll start mining resources. So many resources. It'll be Resource City up in his biatch. Oh, I forgot to change the title of my video today. The other thing I want to do is maybe add some tags. Especially on Twitch. Check this out. How much you want to bet that this Anki? There's an Anki down here. I'm almost glad that that Anki is a garbage level. Because it means I did the right thing. Taming that level 90. Ooh, it's a Dreadnoughtus. I love the way the Dreadnoughtuses look. They are so flipping cool. So flipping cool. Look at that. Look at them. That's a majestic beast right there. Majestic AF. All right, so we're gonna get this Inky and Doedicurus tamed. And then we're going to tame that 145 stego and its baby. And then we'll get a Gigantoraptor if we need to get the extra levels on the baby. But I want to see if this baby has a health mutation, because if it does, and if its mother has really good health stat, that'll be friggin' dope. Oh no. Oh no. Let me. No. Was kind of hoping that maybe I could land like on that platform up there. But I didn't make it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is I should have a sleeping bag up here. Oh, I got everything to follow me because I'm an idiot. All right, let's good times. Good times. I love it when I do dumb things. Oh, and then they really did stop following me. Stop following me. Oops. All right, come on here. Pteranodon. Hey, what's up? Wombology. What is wombology? It sounds like the coolest branch of science ever. Wombology. Okay, everything follow me. Everything stop. Also, thanks for the follow, Wombology. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna get this right. Place it out here where I can actually spawn at it. And then we're gonna off ourselves. No, don't go into the light, hermit. Bleh. All right. Magically, we have full health. It's a friggin' miracle. While we go over here, hang on. Let's do this intelligently. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some narco berries here and get some more narcotics cooking. While we go over and see about taming Doedicurus. Thank you. think that's probably good. Pump up the melee damage here. We'll go ahead and keep this. I don't even need to bring the freaking Parasaur with me, do I? That'll be more than enough Mejos. Plenty more Narco Berries. I imagine I'll actually have to use some Narco Berries on the Doedicurus, because they wake up really fast, but I shouldn't have to use any on the Anki. So, yeah, I like that. We'll just keep all these berries on us here. You know, they should give the Parasaur, because the Parasaur is such a nice early game tame. So I know that we have trough dinos already for raising baby creatures, but it'd be really cool. You know, you have the hyena that has the meat pack. If they would turn the hyena meat pack into trough for all types of dinos and um, make the Parasaur saddle also a trough for, you know, like all levels of dinos, including fully raised dinos. I think that'd be really cool because the Parasaur is a really, really good early game tame for gathering up berries and stuff. And it's something that a lot of people, solo players and all kinds of players, use. And troughs are kind of meh because they don't have, you know, any sort of bonus storage time or anything like that. Um, I feel like it would really add, and I mean, it doesn't necessarily even have to be the Parasaur, because the Parasaur's already got the echolocation detection thing, and that would just be adding more utility to a single dino. So it could be, um, was the one that gives you seeds, the Iguanodon. The Iguanodon is a great early game tame. Lots of people tame it early on. So you could totally have the Iguanodon. It could be the Gallimimus. It could be, I mean, any early game tame that'll gather up berries could easily have a little trough or whatever as part of their saddle. I think that'd just be super dope. And like I said, I mean, the Hyenodon meat pack goes really well for that too. You could do it for the Moss Chops because the Moss Chops doesn't normally have a saddle. So, you know, a little saddle that you don't necessarily need to have to ride the Moss Chops, especially because the Moss Chops is an omnivore and can harvest meat and berries. Right, that'd be a really good creature to put that on. I think I already spyglassed this one. Yeah, this was that lower level one. Because even though we've got this slightly higher level going right now, if I found a really good one, I would totally just go ahead and tame it right now as well. I like the idea of being able to do a lot of stuff in my base with creatures instead of structures, though. Something I've always been a fan of. Maybe it's because I spend so much time building sky bases, but like I really love being able to craft on my RGs and stuff like that. So I'll set them up where they're flying. Um, I don't know if you can do it on ASA, but on ASE, if you turned an RG away from the platform and lined it up properly, you could turn its back to the platform and get it to hover in the air just off the platform, and it wouldn't try and land or anything like that because, you know, you'd have your base way up in the sky. And so I'd always do that, and that would mean that I didn't have to have my that's a super yellow pteranodon right there. Yo, these things knocked out like right next to each other. This was such a good little maneuver here. 2.6, so 100 berries is more than enough for that. 1.8, so 100 berries is more than enough for that. This dude is already down. I want to see sort of where he's at before I start feeding him narcotics. He's pretty close to not even needing narcotics. So probably this 100, enough. We'll just pump 100 narco berries in there, bammo. That ought to be good. And this dude is definitely going to go ahead and tame without any berry intervention. I guess it's good. So we got lower level females on both of these. So it means that I just need to look for a high level male, which is what I would want anyway. Because, you know, you can breed with an infinite number of females with a single male. So this isn't going to hurt my potential future breeding at all. Because I would just need a bunch of low level females anyway. So I guess I got pretty lucky in that regard. So we'll get these two to raise up. It looks like the Doedicurus is going to finish first. So hopefully we'll have time to get that back to the base. Maybe get it saddled, maybe get a load of stone in it. And then come back with a saddle for the Yankee. And that'll be good. We're getting started on building our base. And way up there, where that Archie's at, is where we're going to base again. I did have to move to a new server, but that should be fine. And we'll get ourselves underway here. Get some defenses up. An RG over there. Low level and almost dead. Definitely want to hatch this RG egg tonight. And I think I've got 8 more hours before my RGs can breed again. Hatch that RG egg later tonight as well. It won't happen until after stream, but we're definitely going to hatch 2 RGs tonight. And maybe we'll take some time and go tame some more low-level females and try and get a bunch of RG eggs and hatch them so that we can guaranteed get our good stats. Because that's going to be important to me. This is 42 points in stam right here, and it had 670 or 80 something base weight, which isn't outstanding, but it's pretty good. It should be pretty close to 40, 37 or something points, I think. I'm pretty sure. And that's pretty good for getting started with my RGs. If I can just get some imprints with both of those stats, then I'll have solid weight RGs for a really long time. It'll be able to have, 3,000 weight, maybe a little more than 3,000 weight when they're leveled up. And that is more than enough. This Enki is actually going to be pretty close on the whole, whether or not it raises or wakes up. I'm fairly certain it won't wake up before it's done taming, but it's going to be kind of close. Um, let's see. While this is all going on, I feel like there's something else we could do. I really wish I could get up inside these. So close. But they've got Those would definitely be mesh locations because they don't have mesh on the inside of them. So even if you could get in there, if you based in there, then eventually you'd get dev wiped. Ooh, that is one yellow Doedicurus right there. Oh, and it's got purple underneath. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I've only got 5 more tranks. This is a female Doedicurus. I kind of want this to be my colors. I actually really like the way this Doedicurus looks. Not really going to do us any good to have right now, but you got to take the opportunities when they come. And I am a really big fan of this yellow and purple. I don't think that my 5 tranks is probably going to be enough, but I want to get more narcotics anyway because I want to trank out that 140 stego over there. I think I already have enough. Yeah, 200 berries should be more than enough for the 145 stego. So we're going to get that bad boy tranked out and tame its baby as well. I don't have a cryopod. Ooh, that's going to make life a little difficult. So I'm actually going to have to raise that baby stego. Because I don't have a cryopod, I actually can't bring it back to my base either. I'm going to have to hide it in a corner somewhere. Well, this is going to be interesting, but you got to take your opportunities when they come. So I'm going to get this thing. We gots to. Gots to get it. Well, I see that bad moon rising. Alright, stamina. Up and fill that up. So at the beginning of next month, yeah, I think at the beginning of next month, Last Epoch is dropping a huge content update for their new season. So depending on how things go here on Extinction, uh, because Ragnarok is coming sometime in April, we may actually go ahead and play a little Last Epoch at the beginning of April, which I'm actually pretty excited for. I love that game. Hang on a second. So there's a place that you can go up right here. But I've never actually gone all the way up to check. Okay. There's no... There is a gap. No, there... Okay, there's no gap here. Always looking for those gaps in the walls. Always, always, always. Alright. Got all that back. Looks like we're gonna need some more arrows. Get more arrows made. Let's go tame. Well, actually, let's say let's maybe see about a making the saddle for the Doedicurus and stuff, but I won't worry about that until I bring him back. Won't worry about that until I bring him back. %70 of the way done with this Doty. Dodio. Just flying around. It's funny how much time things take before you have wyverns and managarmers and some of the faster aerial creatures that we really took for granted in ASE because, you had Crystal Isles or whatever for the last 3 or 4 years of ASE. And so it was so easy to get to that tier of play. Where you just had these super, super fast, high weight, high DPS flying mounts. And, now we're back to playing a more primitive style, even though there are regular wyverns and managarmers and stuff, you still have to raise them, the wyverns anyway. And managarmers aren't necessarily the best travel mounts. We're going to go ahead. I have enough. Need to make some more here, but I have enough of these. I want to go ahead and trank this low level out. Oh, the baby teleported up here with it. That's interesting. I didn't realize that the wild babies were tethered like that. And so teleported up here next to it. That's kind of crazy. There we go. I don't really much care about this level 15 female. I do love that yellow purple is super hot. Again, gonna maybe clone that one or something. Ooh, just a level 12 Tech Rex. Womp womp. Bad day. Pobrecito. There's one super red carbo. Let's go see about this 145 Stego. I think it might still be able to get up here if I shoot it from here. We're gonna find out. We're gonna need to craft some more trank arrows here. Thing coming this way. Hopefully it'll turn around and come back. Are you forklift certified? I am not forklift certified. Yes, it only costs $79 for an online course. I don't know how you could possibly get certified to drive a forklift online. That sounds like a scam. You would think, in order to get certified to drive a forklift, you'd actually have to drive a forklift. It's like becoming an MD by playing Operation. Yeah, like OSHA 30, 10-hour construction online makes sense. Yeah, I don't. I'm thinking maybe not. When we're talking about hits, that's weird. None of what you're saying to me makes any sense. I don't know what pits is. I don't know. I don't know what these words mean. You keep on saying this word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Powered industrial trucks. Got it. Crawlers, compact. Got it. Okay. I mean, not that I really think it's terribly difficult to drive a forklift. Um, the big deal that I think with being certified to drive a forklift is if you're going to drive it in an industrial situation, right? Like I would just rent a forklift to anybody for use at their home because they're not going to be doing any sort of extreme stuff with it. Um, oh shoot. I did not think about that. Okay, well let's craft A regular bow. I need a little wood. Let's get a little wood and get a regular bow. Let's get enough wood to repair it. But if you're going to be working in like an industrial environment, then you're looking at having to maneuver tight spaces. You're looking at having to, sort of stretch the forklift to its maximum potential, at least sometimes. And because of that, well, yeah, and I think they should. Like I said, because you're in an environment where you're not going to be doing necessarily always really basic stuff with it. You need to be able to really know the limits of the machine, how to operate the machine and stuff like that. Well, and certifications protect the company, which I think is bullshit. But, if you get certified, then the expectation is that you're quote unquote a subject matter expert. And so there's no reason for you to make a mistake. And if you make a mistake and it causes, damage to a person, then the company can kind of shift blame. Like, it's not our fault. We only have certified technicians. So it's sort of a cover your ass thing, which I hate. I think the company should take responsibility for any and all accidents that occur on a job site, because accidents happen. You're the one reaping the profits of those actions. So you should also be taking responsibility for any and all mistakes that are made or anything like that. Whether a person's certified or not, mistakes are still going to happen. That's why OSHA exists. I don't think that this stego is going to trank out. I've only got 2 more arrows, and it's not even torpor running, as far as I can tell. I don't know, let's see. Can I come over here and nope, it's still angry. Depends on the trade, I guess. I don't think it's like that for welding. However, I know it's like that for mechanics, and I agree. Any company that has to abide by OSHA, the blame technically is on the superiors. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. Shit should roll uphill, not downhill. Okay, I'm apparently going to need way more tranks. We'll deal with that when we get this Doty back home. I'm certified unmistakable. Okay. Freaking nerd, party wizard. You're a freaking nerd, dude. How goes things? How's the Red Dead Redemption? I did a little lurking on your stream yesterday. You had quite a few people watching. You're doing really good. You haven't really slowed down your momentum at all. I'm impressed. All right. Let's take this Doty home. Boom dodicarus, boom dodicarus. You know why it's always bothered me the RG doesn't poop? Um, you mean because birds poop white? I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe. I don't know if it would bother me. Coyote poop is like that too. Tip of it's white. As it dries or whatever. I mean, I think the problem is people use certifications and licenses interchangeably. I mean, it's all the same thing. The point of all of that stuff is legal cover. And to be able to say, there's an expectation that this person is capable of operating this under all acceptable conditions. And so only when conditions are outside of normal parameters in some sort of unforeseeable way is it okay to have an accident. They're just trying to make it so that accidents are basically against the rules. I'm convinced that Red Dead Redemption 2 has such a strong following, it doesn't really matter what I do. Certifications are also more of legs, tender, showing you completed training on something, whereas licenses show your competency. Hey, what's up, Mark? I appreciate that, but I don't want to just mod viewers and stuff. That's something I would like to pay somebody to do, and I don't have the ability to do that right now. Um, so I'll just be taking care of the modding and stuff on my own. But I appreciate you coming by and saying what's up. Appreciate the offer. I don't, like I said, I don't really have a problem taking care of the moderation actions. I just was hoping to find a way to get a person to not be able to come into my channel at all. And it appears that there either isn't a way or nobody thinks that that's a good option. I appreciate the offer, but until I can actually pay somebody to do that, I won't have any mods. Understandable. Hope you managed to delay. I'm sure it'll be fine. I think I've got it figured out. I think I got it figured out. Let's see, what do I need for this Dodicarus saddle? Some hide. 175 hide. Let's go be a murder hobo. I'm taking the course either way as a means of resume filler. I mean, I think that's a great idea. If you work in those industries, it can never hurt to have the certifications and stuff. Even if the person who hires you doesn't actually need you to do those things on a regular basis, even if it's not really your job, anytime you can cover for, somebody not being able to be there for a few days or something like that, so that somebody who's got an important certification can go on vacation or something like that. I mean, that makes you extremely valuable. So for sure, if I had the money, I can pass the welding tests and become a certified welder. Welding? Welding is something I would like to do at an extremely low level, just like on my own time in my home. I think that's an incredibly useful skill, and especially if you're not having to make, again, it's about whether or not you're doing industrial grade stuff. If you're just trying to weld together a shelf or something like that at your home, um, You know, they've got some pretty good cheap electric welders now where you can just get some really, some low gauge, small style stuff. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Mark. I hope that they get bored as well. Um, we're just like everybody's been saying in there. We're just gonna start ignoring it. I'm just not even gonna talk about it anymore, and we'll just carry on with our day. But yeah, sleep well, and I appreciate you stopping by and saying something. Hope you have a good night. Actually, seen those welders, the handheld ones actually work quite well. It seems, yeah, and they're not terribly expensive. I mean, I'm talking like a couple $100. You can get a decent little electric welder. And you're not gonna be like welding machines together. You're not gonna be doing anything super crazy, but you can absolutely, um, weld back together a tool or something that you're using, or get a shelf put together, or just some basic stuff for around the house. The only problem is it's been a couple months since I welded, so it would take a couple weeks to get back into the groove. Yeah, you don't use it, you lose it, for sure. But I think you'd be surprised at how quickly you got back into it. I don't think it would take you weeks. I think it would probably take a couple of days, maybe even just a couple of hours. Muscle memory doesn't really go away very fast. And as soon as you kind of remind your muscles of the workflow, they're to operate pretty well. I have a buddy that does underwater welding. He makes absolutely ridiculous amounts of money. Yeah. Yeah, I would really like to. Um, every year after summer break, it would take a week or two to get back into the groove. Yeah. Those people that dive like way down low and they live for a couple of weeks under the ocean inside of those little containment units or whatever. Um, that would kind of freak me out at first because, it's a little sketch or whatever. But I think I would absolutely love doing some work like that because it's just so isolated and so quiet, and it's just you and the couple of people down there with you. And like that'd be crazy fun, I think. Oh, you're not a. Thought that was a dodo bird. People going 2 weeks in pressurized compartments make bank. I talked to some people, and I guess you get paid for how deep you go. Ooh, put me all the way at the bottom. Honestly, I'd want to go as deep as possible because the deeper you are, the faster it's all over if something goes wrong. Like I want to have to sit there and brood about it. Just let the compartment implode and let it be over. Thing is, when you're in the compartment for 2 weeks, you're getting paid for 24 hours a day. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to work terribly often. I think the problem with that job is that you would probably end up working more you would probably end up working more than you actually wanted to because there are probably few people with the ability to do that, right? With the proper training and stuff like that. And so it's probably one of those things that you end up taking a lot of jobs that you don't really feel like doing. This person following me? They still got their Anki with them. I don't need you following me back towards my base, dog. Even then, with the muscle memory, I'm 18, so I'm not worried about it, honestly. Know my skills and what I'm capable of. There you go. There you go. Go, Dickarus. Let's see, we're still gonna need more hide for the Yankee saddle. Yeah. Let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Pair that. Yep. Forgot to get my Dodicarus saddle out here. Get on. Level up that melee. Sounds corny, but mindset is almost everything. When you adopt victim mindset, I think you tend to drag yourself down. I don't think most people adopt that mindset to start, though. Right? Usually that's a reactive mindset. And so I don't typically blame people who feel like, everything is going wrong or everybody's against them or that they're just not being given the chance that they deserve. Because a lot of times that comes from an extended period of time of those things actually being true. And so it's really a resilience thing. It's about how long you can maintain a positive outlook in the face of negative interactions. And so I don't really feel like we should blame people for a lack of resilience, especially because there's so much luck involved in getting that first chance that makes it so that you don't have to have that resilience anymore. So, like, it's all well and good to say, well, just have a positive attitude and good things will happen. Like, yeah, sure, eventually. But where some people only had to wait, a couple of months, there are people who have been out there waiting for years. And maybe it took them, 2 years before they finally kind of gave up hope. But that's a year and a half longer than that person who only had to have a positive outlook for 6 months. So, you can't really blame that person for not being able to maintain that hopeful, positive outlook for such a long time. It's an almost unreasonable amount of time to ask somebody to be hopeful. And then it only snowballs from there because if you're not willing to, take a chance on people who have that negative outlook, then as soon as they get to a point where they've just not had the opportunity and not had the opportunity and not had the opportunity for so long, now they're in a position where they're never going to get the opportunity. so it's kind of one of those timer things where if you don't get lucky within X amount of time, you're never going to get lucky. And that's something that drives that mindset even more. So, I mean, yes, absolutely. A positive mindset is an extremely important thing. But we shouldn't knock people who have been, putting in the time and having the positivity and just can't anymore. Especially since there have been studies that show that the human brain fixates much more on negative instead of positive interactions. And so you're basically just hardwired to dwell on your failures more than you are to celebrate your successes, because that's just how brains work. This person no longer has their Anki. Where'd your Anki go, bud? There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was the Bully of Tea. The wind blew hard about it, down below my bully boys blow. It's also fairly certain, or fairly certain, fairly easy. It is logical. Humans focus more on negative. It's honestly a reactive stimuli to the environment. Generally speaking, negative actions bring a potential decrease in life. Exactly. Exactly. But it's also fairly easy to bring a person back into a positive mindset. And so that's something I've been noticing a lot with me and my brothers lately. Well, not lately, over the past 5 or 6 years, is we've gotten much more um, consistent about complimenting each other and thanking each other for doing things. And so giving a person a compliment when you notice that maybe they're a little down on something, or they're having a hard time with something, or they're starting to feel a little bit of imposter syndrome. And so instead of saying something like, oh well, everybody feels that way, you're fine, it doesn't really solve the problem. But finding an instance where maybe they were utilizing a skill that they've decided maybe they're not good enough at, and then telling them, hey, you've done a really good job at this, or hey, that was really impressive, just giving them a little compliment is a really easy way to get a person back into that positive mindset, and that hopeful mindset. So it's definitely something that, as friends and stuff, we should be doing for each other is, recognize the things that are important to your friends, recognize the things that they identify as their skills, and the things that they use to identify their own personal value, and then compliment them on those things, right? If you've got a friend who likes to cook, then go out of your way, if they ever make you something, to tell them how good it is, to tell them how impressed you are. And that will give them the ability to maintain that positive and hopeful mindset that maybe one day they can be a chef. Um, and even if it's not the best thing you've ever tasted, tell them it's the best thing you've ever tasted. Because them not being a good cook right now doesn't mean they won't be a good cook in the future. It doesn't mean that it's not something they should pursue, because it's something that really interests them and they're really excited about. And because of that, they'll put more effort into it than they would into anything else. And so a little encouragement goes a long way to promoting that positivity until they get good. And it's free to say something nice to somebody and to give somebody a little encouragement. Whether you believe it or not, doesn't really matter. And it took me until I was in my 30s to realize that. All right, I think that's enough hide that I can make my Anki saddle now. So I'm gonna go get my Anki sword. Then I guess I'm gonna need even more hide because I need to make a couple of forges. On my way back, hey, what's up, Wyatt? Welcome back. Glad to see you here again. Um, on my way back, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little metal run. Then we'll come back and we'll get some more hide and we'll put some more forges down in here. Do own Bob's Tall Tales. I even went through. Okay, I'm getting angry. Yeah, we lost everything again. We had to come on over here, and I moved to a new server and everything, so that I'm gonna start not giving out my server number as much as I don't want to do that, because I want people to be able to come and be on the same server as me if they want, interact with me in some way. They choose. It doesn't look like I'm going to be allowed to do that. So somebody didn't find it. It's the stream sniper. Um, who's been coming in. So they know where it is. They went and killed all the creatures and blew up all my structures yesterday while I was offline. And then they got in my Discord and started saying a bunch of um, racial slurs and transphobic stuff. So I had to ban them out of the Discord because, you know, they're a terrible person. Yeah, yeah, that person. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Just gonna carry on with my day. Ain't even no sense in talking about them. I've got DDoSed a couple of times on ARK by grown men on ASE when I was a kid. Yeah. Granted, I've had my moments of nerd rage. No, Wyatt, you cannot have one number. Um, and I've gotten really mad and I've lashed out at people. Um, and I feel shame for that. But even at my worst moments, I've never called somebody racial slurs or, um, any of those things. It's like, F you, I'm gonna blow up your base, you're a piece of crap. Like, um, I mean, it's not even a guessing game anymore at this point, Wyatt. Like, I'm just not gonna give out the number. I'm not gonna tell people when they get it right. I'm not gonna invite people to come and play with me. I'm not anything. I don't even care about slurs. I'm talking when people DDoS you or send a death threat on the internet. Yeah, see, I've never resorted to um, any sort of malicious network action or anything like that. If you have a beef in game, you resolve it in game. If somebody blows up your base and it makes you angry, go blow up their base. Like, that's the point of the game. Because now, if you committed an act of violence against them, you're the one in trouble. Yeah, exactly. But it's not even worth talking about. Didn't even have this conversation. Who cares? Stupid people gonna stupid, and we're just gonna play our video game. Okay, I know there's some metal nodes right around here. Where's my metal nodes? Oh, right, that other person was flying in this direction picking up metal nodes. There actually probably aren't metal nodes around. Oh, they missed some. Okay, you stupid armadillo. So, get ankied. Mike Tyson got it right. People got way too comfortable on the internet. I mean, people love to blame the internet, but I don't think that's really where the problem is. Because, some of the worst, most hateful times in the existence of humankind is in our history. There was no internet back in those times. Hateful people are just opportunistic. If there's an opportunity for them to be hateful, then they're going to take it. And blaming the medium through which they express that hate as if it's the problem is counterproductive. Because it doesn't matter what medium is available, they're going to use whatever's available. You would have to completely shut down all forms of communication to stop people from promoting hate on a massive scale. And that's dumb. Get in metal. Gosh, I love metal runs. I love Ankies in this game. They're so much fun to ride. What are you? Level 50. You suck, level 50 dino. I wish you were level 150. Nothing would make me happier than to get a level 150 Yankee right now. Ammo. This wyvern's been sitting here for a couple of days now. It's a lightning wyvern. I don't know who it belongs to. Oops. Well, now it's gonna go somewhere else. Wait, why is it coming over here after me? It's not. Okay. I was a little worried. Coming after me. Gonna play small tribes of Straos? Get it, Wyatt. Get it. I am really excited for when the Astraeus map launches 100% complete. will really enjoy playing that map. Okay. So it's time to start thinking about next moves here. I've got quite a bit of metal in here. I've got quite a bit of stone. So why don't we go ahead and see about getting some wood and thatch. And let's build the structures and stuff we need to go up to our actual base location. Especially because I've seen those people flying around doing their metal run and stuff over here. I don't want somebody to sort of happen by. Can you name the Yankee? Sure, name the Yankee. What name would you like me to give to the Yankee? It's a girl Yankee. We are gonna need way more wood and thatch. Whack, 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 whack. Pepper pots. All right. I dig it. Let's go options, change name. Whoops. Pepper pot. Bammo. I dig it. Thank you. Good name. I'm really bad about naming my creatures. I don't I don't ever name my creatures. Need to get so much more wood. Named Dodes Dudesky. Nice. I like that name. It's a good name. The dude abides. I am not getting very much wood from these. I am not happy. Not happy, Bob. Not happy. You know why I'm unhappy? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Honestly, I should probably start doing vocal warm-ups and tongue twisters and stuff before I get on stream. Just to help me get my brain and my lips working in the same direction. Maybe I will. Okay, that's probably enough for now. Well, actually, I need to get myself some ceilings as well. I need 5 or 6 ceilings. Let's get a little more wood here. I have plenty of thatch. Oh no, I'm gonna need some thatch too. Alright, we'll get a little more wood and a little more thatch, and then we'll make 5 or 6 ceilings to go with. And then we'll go get our base started. Again. This time we're not gonna lose it. Darn it. We'll live forever. There's actually nobody based up there. Did you name the RG 532 7018 Electro? Sure. What the hell? What are you smoking? Not letting you join anything, that's weird. We're gonna do it. We're gonna name the RG, whatever the hell you just said. Iron oxide fumes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's name this RG 5/32 7018 Electrode. Bammo. No, Wyatt, you can't join me. I play solo. We've had this conversation repeatedly. Also, I'm not going to be telling anybody what server I'm on. It is not going to happen. Well, that's fun. Are there 2 Wyatts? Bet you there's 2 Wyatts. Shake, 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 Senora. Mm, 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 mm. I will be right back. Just gotta take care of something real quick. I mean, I'm actually here. I'm just not looking at chat right now because I'm taking care of something. Hmm. Well, there's no. Oh, what is going on? No, now I'm pretty sure that I've blocked Wyatt. Yeah. Well, it looks like you're still showing up on the YouTube chat, Wyatt, but you are no longer showing up on my restream chat. I thought that that was another account that just copied your name, but my restream counted you as the same person. And so when I told the restream chat that I didn't want to see messages from that particular person, it got rid of your messages as well. So let me go into my restream dashboard real quick. See if I can't figure out what's going on. See if I can undo whatever that is. I found where I need to be. Give me 1 second and I will find your name in here. And I will fix our little problem. There we are. That should work. All right. Okay, Wyatt, go ahead and say something in the chat. Let me see if it fixed here. Guess I should still go to the live so I can see. Nope, still doesn't appear to be working. Oh, nope, there it is. Perfect. Okay, hi Feeks. Sorry about that. I need to get a little more thatch here. Bammo with the ceilings. Yeah, no, somebody just copied your name so that I would think you were the same person because they were trying to trick me into telling them what server I'm on so that they could come and grief my base again. And so Restream Bot, which is what I use to see the chat myself, doesn't use accounts. It uses names for the chatter. So because that person copied your name, when I told Restream Bot not to let me see chats from that name specifically, it got rid of your chats as well because your names were the same. So I banned the other account on YouTube. So that person is gone now. And then I went ahead and re-allowed to see things from chatters with that name on my Restream bot. So it was just I didn't understand exactly how the Restream bot worked. We've got it all fixed now, so we're good. There's somebody being a dum-dum face. I don't know if it was Master J. I'm not 100% sure that Master J is the person, but yes, it is that same person who's been harassing me for weeks now. But we're not going to talk about him. We're just going to carry on with our game here. So let's not worry about it anymore. Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are gone. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. No, I still see you, Knight. Your account did not get banned. Do 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 do. Diddle 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 do 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 do. Diddle 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 do 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 do. Diddle 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 do 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 do. I have a proposition. Build on Wyatt's server. What now? They attack me sometimes with close to an enemy foundation or gate. Oh no. Um, so they've attacked me with naked players, but they also used an extremely high level character to mesh my base on extinction one time. So I do believe they are in a tribe. I believe they're in a bigger tribe. Where is this enemy foundation or gate that is blocking? Yeah, when I was building in the pipe, they meshed my pipe base. Yeah, no, nobody pulled up on it besides that person. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Not worth continuing to talk about. It does look like, however, I need to come and destroy these structures, hopefully. Um, the person who structures the R doesn't live on this server anymore. Yo! Empty cryopods for days. What's up, dude? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna get an arthropleura or something and destroy all those foundations so that I can build my base. Remember to not show when logging into server any. Yeah, I won't. I won't be. Which is really unfortunate because I like being able to show what server I'm on because I want people to get sort of the whole picture of what's going on, you know? Too close to an enemy foundation or gate, too close to an enemy foundation or gate. Okay, well, it looks like we only get to build right in this little front area here for right now. But we are definitely going to... I play on PC, on Steam. I play on the crossplay servers. No, I don't play on console at all. There are console players on the crossplay servers, but I don't play on console. I use a service called NVIDIA GeForce Now. So I don't even actually play on my local machine. I play on a remote computer, and then I use my local machine to run my stream. So it's sort of like a two-computer setup, but I only own one computer. Odor. All right. Want to drop off most of this stuff. Let's... Well, that's kind of crazy. wish that I knew why that might be happening, and I would give you some tips, but I don't really know anything about the console stuff. Guess we're gonna leave those like that. Let's go ahead and put all these cryos. Can I put all these cryos in here? Yeah, we'll put them on the tanky. We'll come back for these here in a little bit. We'll come back for you here in a little bit. What we want to do right this minute is get some spoiled meats and go see about getting us an Arthropleura. Do we have what it takes to make an Arthropleura saddle? We need many much more hides, obsidian, wood, cementing plate. Jeez, Arthropleura saddles suck. Um, if you were playing on Steam, I would just tell you to verify your files. Pretty much fixes every Steam problem ever. Mama, she told me don't worry about your size. I used to play that song all the time while I was on deployment in the Navy. It was always on our little ship-wide TV station. Always like a little more booty to hold at night. Actually sold the bag at the shipyard low-key. What? Well, my friend that still works there says they haven't welded for like 2 months in the certification school. Because a compressed O2 tank blew up. Why did a compressed O2 tank blow up? Somebody was smoking. Somebody was smoking near the compressor or the tanks, weren't they? That's what you're into, then go ahead and move along. They were like, safety? What's safety? Can't smoke in the Willard School. It's against shipyard policy. Yeah, that's what they say. We don't use terms like gay in the channel. Derogatory towards our LGBTQ friends. Not nice. Did work there for like 5 months. No one does. I mean, I used to smoke inside the ship when I was in the Navy all the time. We had a vent hood in our workspace because we used a lot of glues and stuff, a lot of solvents. And so we used to just turn on the vent hood and smoke in our space and blow it into the vent hood. It was hilarious because there was always a line to go out to the smoke deck. We're talking about things exploding because people like to break the rules. Oh no! Let me go! Let me go! ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? Oh my god. They found me again. It's the person who's been stream sniping me. I'm gonna have to stop showing the names of people who join the servers now. Because I'm sure that's how they figured it out. Is they just joined all of the servers while they were watching my stream and waited until their name popped up and then they knew they were on my server. Alack and alas. Yeah, they definitely are watching the stream right now. Otherwise, how would they know exactly where I was to come and get me? Diddle 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 dum diddly doodle diddle dum diddly doodle diddly day. Diddle 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 dum diddly doodle diddle dum diddly doodle diddly day. No, my RG was killed. It was a good RG too. It's too bad. Oh well. Hmm, that's too bad. My Okay. Something I absolutely not will not allow is people trying to say that it's each other. The person wants to disrupt the stream. The more you talk about it and try to identify it and blame each other and stuff like that, the more of a disruption it becomes. Just don't worry about it. It's a PvP game. In PvP games, you die sometimes and you lose creatures and you have to start over and sometimes you have to move. There's no value in even concerning ourselves with who this person might be. There's certainly no point in blaming each other. Wyatt, you need to stop. There's no point. No, I'm not playing on that Scorch server anymore. I got raided when the game went down for 24 hours for me. There's no point in calling people idiots. Stop insulting each other. I have heard Gordon Ramsay call someone an idiot sandwich before. But just because Gordon Ramsay insults everybody he ever meets doesn't mean that it's okay to just randomly insult people. He just picked up a PC finally, so I might need to open up another ASE server for old time's sake. Well, I imagine all my creatures will probably be gone by the time I get back over there, since it dropped me off in like the dumbest place it could have. Oh, how's that? Interesting. That's pretty clever. Good job figuring that out. This is why I've always said that I won't try to obscure my server and stuff like that, because there's a million ways to figure out what server I'm on in this game. Unlikely to ever be successful. Just heard death sounds. Yoink. Whoops. Gotcha. Pepper Potts is a baller, dude. Blink. Uh, come on down, boyo. Did you see that? Oh my goodness, that was great. Oh man. Thanks for the arrows. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Sadly, I can't break out any of my other creatures because I don't have a cryo fridge, which is a little bit of a bummer. This means I gotta go tame me another pteranodon. But I got this nice free Pteranodon saddle, so ain't that something? Let's go find us a Pteranodon. Oh, still haven't created a tribe. Whoops. You get yourself a kangaroo, Wyatt. Get him. Oh, Pteranodons. Where are you? Need some agua. Oh, it's a spider, and I made it angry. Run away from the spider. Game doesn't want me to have a pteranodon, apparently. Ooh, there's one. Nah. Level 50. Perfect. Should go down in one hit here. Maybe two. Hit it right in its crown good. To go Mimi's. Perfect. Need to get a little meat for it. I have regular arrows. No, I have a pike though. Man, look at all these things I have. It's wonderful. Actually, I should also look. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a shield in here. Hey. Hey. Look at that. Who needs to be smart enough to make a kit for themselves when they can just borrow it from someone else? Yeah. The geysers are awesome. Fly you up in the air. So I guess if you don't have any parachutes, might not be the thing you're looking for. All right. What we want here is some babies. Just want to get a little prime meat because it'll make aiming out this pteranodon even easier. Just a baby dodo or something. It's really all I need. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't carry parachutes, you can end up having a bad day down in the desert biome. To get yourself parachutes. But if you have a parachute and you get shot up like that, it's very convenient. You can travel quite a bit of distance. Or get you an Archaeopteryx. Or if you're wearing a glider suit, or even if you're wearing a tech suit and you want to get a little higher, you can do a little flying around. It's really very convenient. Save yourself a little bit of Ellie, you know? My chess piece broke. Oh, there's turrets over there. Oops. You have baby turtles? No baby turtles. I need a baby something. A baby trike? No baby trike. Having to be real careful. I don't really know where all the turrets are on this server. Last thing I want to do is get nuked. Oh, here we go. Baby Peomia. This is what I wanted. Perfect. Exactly what I needed. Why are we having conversations about dropping nuclear bombs? A really random thing to bring up, Knight. Hmm. Got it. Funny, because in my brain, nuke doesn't really refer to nuclear weapons. It more refers to like the speed at which something cooks. Like when you put something in a microwave, you nuke it. And usually I associate that with how quickly a microwave cooks, not necessarily with the fact that it uses radiation. Well, not radiation, but high energy waves, microwaves to cook things. I never really associate the terminology with weapons, though. I normally associate it with microwaves. It's too fat for this low-level pteranodon. Something I need to do real quick is actually go ahead and make a shovel, because I've got this blue... Oh no, it's still telling me stock filled with $1 worth of pennies as a weapon. I mean, that's fair. Actually a pretty brutal weapon. All right. Oh, it looks like our friend came and took everything out of my inventory over here. This is starting to get really old. That's broken, that's broken. Only real ones know about a sock filled with soap. You spend time in the military too. Let's see, let's throw that out. It's not too bad. I had been progressing just fine. We're doing great today. What I want to go do real quick is go get myself to a terminal, upload some of these creatures real fast. My hide. The big thing on this map, Wyatt, is to get yourself a bow and arrow. There's a lot of stuff that can slow you down or keep up with you, like raptors and stuff. But as long as you've pumped a couple of levels in health, if you have a bow and arrow or a pike or something like that, then you can usually fend them off before they kill you. So, but yeah, getting some sort of weapon super early on is more important on this map than it normally is in the early game, because a lot of the quote unquote safe areas aren't actually all that safe. Bop, bop. Oh, it's getting cold. It's 33 degrees. Wonder how warm it's supposed to be tomorrow. It's gonna get all the way down to 28 tonight. Might have to turn my heater back on. That makes me a big sad. Ba-da-dum. Where is... Must be the other way. I've been living for the weekend. No, not anymore. Here comes that familiar feeling Friday's screaming for. I've been looking for some action, and it's out there somewhere. You can feel the electricity all in the evening air. Well, it may just be more of the same. But sometimes you gotta go, everyone knows your name. What's the most illegal thing you can do with $1? Tear it in half? But I'm just gonna let something brand new happen to me. And it's alright, alright, it's alright, it's alright. Breaking the law, breaking the law, boom, 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 breaking the law, breaking the law. Okay, this terminal's open. Nice. It is. Human tablecloth. The person's name is Tablecloth. Alright, get my RG uploaded. Get my PT uploaded. Get that boy uploaded. Nice. And honestly, let's go ahead and upload a couple of empty cryos. Need all these cryopods? But one of my biggest challenges on Extinction is usually getting cryos. I might as well upload And we'll upload 15, so 3 more. And if we lose the rest of these, it doesn't really matter. Now, it is time to go see about making some more tranquilizers. We'll go see about getting us another Archie. Because we need another RG. Sure, for sure. Also need some food. I'm hungry. Streaming for about 3.5 hours now. I've got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Now everybody knows I've got the magic in me. When I hit the flow, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants some presto magic. I need a volunteer. How about you? With eyes, come on down to the front. Sit right here. Now don't be shy. Someone come on now and see the show tonight. You know it's so astounding. No ghost of poltergeist. You know I'm no Pinocchio. I never told a lie. They call me Mr. Magic Man. I'm up on cloud 9. Magic, 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 magic. Ahoo! I got the magic in me. Time to go find an Argentavis. Hell poop. Please don't get mad at me. Oh, that says level 1. Not actually a level 1. Level 55. I love this color though. Look at how pretty that is. My goodness. Most illegal thing you can do with $1 is cash it in for pennies, put it into a sock, and beat someone with it. You think? Oh, federal crimes trump state crimes? And isn't destroying, at least in the US, destroying currency is a federal crime? I'm pretty sure technically it's more illegal. But also, let's not talk about beating people weapons. It's not like, why are we having that conversation? I assume you meant to say questionable. What is going on down there? Oh, somebody's got a pyromane. Pyromane is chomping the air. I think it's on aggressive. I think it's trying to attack me right now. It is definitely on aggressive. It would just be leaving aggressive pyromanes chilling. Why you do this? Got any RGs over here? Hook me up with a RG game. Hook me up with a RG. I need to make more of these. I don't see no RGs. There's a RG. Be a good RG. Level 35 RG. You are not a good RG. Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Oh, where have the RGs gone? Oh, where could they be? Ooh. Just being a creature that is named Dreadnoughtus must be super dope. Like, somebody asks me what I am, I get to say I'm a human being. But if somebody asks that thing what it is, it gets to say, I am the Dreadnoughtus. Although I guess that is the name that humans gave them. Suppose they might have some really boring, normal name for themselves. But still. Can we please find a high level Archie? Oh no, I pooched it. Oh, I don't think I spyglassed that Archie. I don't think I saw that one. Just to level 15. Super dope. Super duper dope. Yo, look at all this metal. I didn't realize there was a spot with such a huge concentration of metal in the whole game. Or on this whole map. If there's any more metal out here, then this is like the spot to put the TP for the metal. Who's that whispering in the tree? It's two sailors and they're on leave. Pipes and chains and swinging hands. Who's your daddy? Yes, I am. Ooh, 135. 135 RG. We're gonna have a little bit of trouble trying to get our... Oh, I hate these freaking corrupted pteranodons. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is get that RG moved over towards this rock so it stops attacking things so it doesn't get itself killed. Which it's probably in the middle of doing right this very moment. Which is so dope. Oh my god. Can this pteranodon just die already? Holy crap, dude. Alright, so let's go get this 135 to follow me. Okay, where is the 135? I swear to god, if this thing already got itself killed. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Okay, I officially hate this game. Can we just not have every single RG just insta-give itself? Except for like the level 5s. Like, why are there a bunch of level 5s and 20s and crap like that just flying around unharmed? And the 135 just magically is the one that gets killed. That doesn't even make any sense. I'm so angry. Why is this game ruining my life? It's level 5 RG, totally fine. Just chilling. Um, I would love to ask Wildcard. Pretty sure they wouldn't respond to my questions. Got a yellow Anki here. Ooh, it's a 135 Anki. I kind of want to get that Anki. I don't think I have enough tranks for it. Kind of want to get it. Whoops. I didn't jump off in time. This is going to be real bad. That was a close one. Okay. What text stego is this? Just level 30. Interesting spot. Well, I found some turrets. Hmm. What to do? What to do? I think we're probably going to call it for the day. I was going to just get an RG and try maybe moving over to a different map or a different server or something. try and get built up real quick. But I think the only way I'm going to be able to actually accomplish anything is getting built up before I even stream. So it's pretty early in the day today. We're going to go ahead and call the stream today. So I've got a good 10 hours before I'm going to be going to bed anyway. So I'm going to play real hard for the next 10 hours and find myself a little base spot and get a little set up, probably on a totally different map than Extinction. Um, Probably not that same location we were talking about way up high. And then, yeah, get some heavy turrets and stuff down and try and defend the base a little bit. And then we'll stream tomorrow. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for the support and being in the chat. I really appreciate it. And tomorrow we'll be back at it again. I hope everybody has a great night, and I will see you all again tomorrow.